welcome back to Tube Talk. This week we have got Matt Walnut with us.
The Waimea Wonder.
Thank you. Good to be here. Been a while.
Flown into Auckland especially.
Yeah, just especially for Tube Talk.
Ratings are going to go through the roof.
Boom! This is take 2 as well, because we messed up the first time. But,
We ran out of time.
yes. Okay, let's start with last
What
week.
about me?
I'm sorry.
Right, chopped liver.
This is my father, Albert Bosma.
Thank you.
He is your other presenter, host. There we go.
Thank you, Graham Norton.
Okay, so we had a pretty quiet week last week because the Taranaki races were cancelled and we had 3 runners.
Yeah, it was a pity. And I flew down there on Saturday morning, and I got to the airport, got on the plane, and they said, we'll take off, but we don't know if we can land. It's a gale force westerly, and conditions are deteriorating. And they said the air hostesses will not be serving anything. They will be in their seats strapped and will not be moving for the flight. So we flew in and we were just being thrown all over the place. And you couldn't see anything, no visibility. And you got down, we got 200 metres from the ground and you could see the ground. And then we got above the runway. And he basically just cut the engine and he went, hit the ground, we bounced around, got off.
Oh, leave me right out of that. Oh, jeepers.
Yeah. We got off, got picked up, went straight to the races, got my race book, walked into the members stand, and what happens? Unfortunately, we have to announce that the Opunake races have been abandoned. So, gone all the way down for an abandonment. So the person next to me said, that's all right, you can get on a flight home. And I was like, no, my flight's tomorrow. So we had a day in the Naki, which actually was
How was it?
It was good fun, yeah. No, it was good fun in the Naki, but just a pity because North and South missed a key leader to the Winter Cup and a listed race to boot. But she had a jump out this week to tie her up for that. Will Ferret was favourite, he didn't get to run.
It would have been a good chance.
Oh, it would have been a good chance, yeah. National Pride, the race set him for couldn't run either, so that was disappointing.
But we did have some luck. Tai Tiger ran at Oamaru on Sunday, didn't he? He met.
He did. Yeah, he did, and he ran very well at Oamaru too.
Super.
Second place.
Excellent run for second. We used that race more as a lead into 2 races with 7-4 over Winter Cup Carnival. We knew it was going to be too short. He got a long way back. He was last by easy 2 or 3 lengths through it, but he tracked into the race just before the turn, and 200 metres. I thought, geez, he's going to win this race. He ran up to them, he loomed up, he was just going to run straight past them. But Samantha Collett, by her own admission, said the worst thing she did was put the stick on him, so she gave him a crack with a whip. He half-high shied at the whip, took fright, lost his momentum, and that was the winning and losing of the race, I guess. But super run, he did what no other horse on the day could do, and that was make up ground from the back. There was a real noticeable track bias towards front runners. So we're going to Winter Cup week with real confidence.
What's his next race?
It's a rating 75 1800 metre race at Riccarton on the 1st of August, and it's worth $25,000.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And then he'll back up a week after that over 2,000 metres.
We were talking, we were saying, here's a horse that can win over 2,200 metres on a heavy 11, and he can then run second and over 1,400 metres on a good track, run 122.
Yeah.
He can carry weight, he can jump.
He can jump, he can do anything.
He can do anything.
He can do anything.
I think he's coming into the best period of his career.
Yeah, I think the next 12 to 18 months are going to be the real peak of his career.
I can see us being at the Nakayama Grand Jump with him next on. Okay?
Jonathan Riddell on.
Yeah, it'll be a good trip. Good trip.
And we also had one other runner last week, which was Cowie Park, who raced in Singapore, and unfortunately came 5th, but he had an injury.
Yeah, really, really sad. So he raced in Singapore, he was fresh up, got a beautiful run. Corey Brown on board, couldn't get out the 200, was looking, looked all over the winner. When the gap opened, he was just a bit flat to the line and ran 5th. Subsequent to that, he was a bit lame on pulling up and had some swelling in the leg. When that came down, we discovered he had a bowed tendon. So unfortunately, he's been retired, and it was really hard pill to take because we really felt he had talent and he could have gone through the grades. Yeah. He could have won a lot of money up there.
We never saw the best of him, unfortunately.
No, we didn't. But the good news is, sometimes it can be hard to find horses at home in Singapore, but fortunately, we've Piers, we've found a good home for him. and he'll go to the riding school where he'll recuperate and then be ridden. So he'll have a good
He'll be well looked
life.
after.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
Great horse. So this week we're going truly international. We have horses running in the North Island, the South Island, Australia and Singapore.
She stole my line.
Yeah, I had that one too, actually. Yeah, mine.
Truly
First time, I think. First time of racing in
Yeah.
4 countries. The mainland,
Three
the Outline
countries.
Islands, and the two overseas.
3 countries.
North Island, South Island. I think
Same
a few
country.
people, Republic of the South Island.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, I had the choice of going to Sydney to watch No Return or staying in South Island watching Pinzano, so I've chosen to stay in South Island.
Yeah, well, you have. You said I said you're on a flight to Sydney or Ashburton on Friday morning. You said no. Or
Give me
this
Ashburton.
morning. This morning being Friday.
Yeah.
So for Friday we've got 2 runners. We've got Pinzano, race 5 Ashburton, Matt.
Pinzano, it's the first start for her in the South Island. She's probably been a bit disappointing up here. She ran first on debut at Pukekohe at Counties. She then ran third at Ellerslie at a second start, but since then she's failed to run in the top 3. So we've sent her south to try and reinvigorate her career. She's in a rating 65 1400 metre race. Finally, she's drawn a good barrier.
Yeah,
And
and
area
finally gets a reasonable track.
Yeah, dead 5 this morning. It's been a good day down there too, so maybe it's a dead 4. So no, she'll be a chance. She'll be a top 3 chance from there anyway, and it'll give us a good line on where she's at and where we go to from here.
First, I agree. Yeah.
We also have on Friday Scene of the Crime, who's running in Singapore at Cranji, race 2.
10:50 p.m. This evening, Friday night. Very good horse. Ran an excellent second on debut, and I think he is our best chance of the weekend.
Has to be.
He's drawn barrier 10, which is difficult on the poly track over 1200, but he's got Nunez on board, best jockey in Singapore. I'm sure he'll go forward.
Yeah.
And he's just got oodles of ability. I think this is a horse that's going to get to the top in Singapore.
Yeah.
And I think he'll be very, very hard to beat tonight.
Couldn't agree more.
Good horse.
Awesome. And then on Saturday we've got 2 runners. We've got National Pride, who's running in Levin, race 10. And we also have No Return. Let's go National Pride first.
National Pride. So he was supposed to race at Taranaki last Saturday, but obviously they were called off. So we had a rethink on his plans. We were originally going to campaign him on the 2 Saturdays of Winter Cup Carnival down in Riccarton. But at the stage we made that decision, the race at Levin wasn't scheduled. So it's since been put in. It's on his back doorstep, $17,500. Suitable distance, suitable track. Craig Grill's on.
Yep.
Well, it'll be a suitable track if there's rain on the day.
I think that's the key for this horse.
I think it is.
I think, he's a big horse, and I think when it's puggy, I think he struggles to really sprint, but when it's wet and loose, he really gets through it like he did at Otaki.
Yeah.
He won, and I think rain on the day is the key.
Yeah, it is a big key.
Yeah.
Awesome. And we also have No Return, who is running in Newcastle, Australia, race 2.
Yeah, No Return, he's fresh up over 1400 metres. He is a stayer, he's a 2000 metre horse plus, but Chris Waller is very happy with him this time, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's had a couple of trials, he's trialled really well, he's showing more speed. He has drawn out a bit, and I think he'll probably end up getting back.
Yep.
Rory Hutchings is on board. But I wouldn't be surprised to see him run a very cheeky race and sneak into a place, possibly.
Look from late in the piece.
Look from late in the piece and look from when he steps up over more ground.
Yep.
They are very happy with this horse.
Awesome. And on Sunday we've got Moneybox, race 8, Rotorua.
Moneybox, well, I'd have to say she's my favourite horse.
I've got a share in it.
Your favourite?
Everybody's
favourite.
Yeah.
So last start winner Moneybox. She's a horse, she's a 3-year-old filly. She's had 3 starts to date. But every time she's gone to the race, she's just kept improving, which culminated in a really good tough win at Matamata.
It was tough.
Yeah, it was. She sat outside the leader and
Yeah.
all the way up the straight it looked like she was going to get run past, but every time another horse came up to her, she just dug in and kept fighting. So a good run. We did think about stepping her up to 1600 metres last Saturday at Taranaki, but we just don't think she's ready for the step up to the mile. So 1400 metres again, Brendan Hutton on. She's drawn out a wee bit, but the track's a heavy 11, so the outside draw may not be as bad as first thought. We expect another good run from her. It is a good field she's up against.
It's always hard when they step up from maiden to 65
Yeah, it
first
is.
time.
Yeah.
But she is a horse that just keeps improving.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. Yeah.
Awesome. And I think that just about concludes Tube Talk.
That's Tube Talk for the week.
Yes.
What about?
Return.
I
Done no return.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
we've
no,
done
no
no
return. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
we've done no return. We've done North Island, South Island.
Oh, we have two. We have two.
I have to get home and have some Southland sushi that Matt brought us.
Southland sushi. Well, that would be a bit of a quiz for people out there. Do they know what Southland sushi is?
Cheese rolls.
Oh, yeah. Matt brought them up from the South Island. We had them for lunch.
Did you guys save me any?
So good. And then Matt said they were really good, and then Matt said even better to put the butter on top.
Did you save me any?
Yeah,
There's a couple
there's a care parcel at home.
Antoinette, who does the accounts here in the office, had never, believe it or not, had never tried a cheese roll. So
Yeah.
we've now put that to
It
rest.
was a cultural experience.
Yeah.
The North Island and the South Island are the same country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they?
I think so. Yeah.
Alright, so, and then next week we've got the last week of the season.
Yeah, we do.
No.
And then next week we also go to Rarotonga.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that next week.
Oh, right.
Some of
Okay.
us go to
Oh, so let's finish by quickly saying, I think Centre of the Crime's our best bet for the weekend. Do you have a best bet? Or
I
the
would
best
have
bet
to
the
say-
Smoky?
Yeah, but based on his first performance, I'd have to say Scene of the Crime. I think he's drawn out, but I think he's going to be very, very hard to beat. And I think good draw, good track. I think Pinzano is our Smoky for the weekend.
Yeah, I considered her as my Smoky, but I'm going to go as our Smoky no return
Yep. Okay.
in Newcastle.
Yep.
I think stay out fresh up. He's my Smoky, and hopefully about 12-1.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Thank you, Sophie.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Sophie.
you,
Thanks,
thank
Ella.
you, Matt Warner and Albert
Yeah,
Wismer.
great to be back.
And
See you next week.
on Tube Talk.